Aight, so ping. I'm pretty sure most of you know what ping is. If you don't, here's what basically ping is. Ping is the amount of time it takes for your computer to send your inputs to the server. For example, if I place this block here, it's not instantly there. If you notice, when I place this block, it takes a bit of time before I hear the placing sound. That's the delay cost of your ping. It is measured in milliseconds, so that's why you see MS at the side of your ping. Usually, servers are in America, North America to be exact. So the closer you are to the server, the less delay there is, because you're closer to it. It just makes sense, you know? It doesn't need to go around the world. Compared to me, I'm Asian, so it needs to go halfway the earth to send my inputs. Alright, I'm pretty sure most of you guys know about this, but just to be sure. Anyways, now that you know, we can go on into the video. But before that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers before the first half of June. Okay, so anyways, into the topic. Alright, welcome back to another video. As I said in the intro, we're gonna talk about the pros and cons of hyping, which is usually 150 ms and in my case 200 plus. I hope he comes back for me, yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna talk about pros and cons of hyping. If you look at the top left, never mind there's hand cam, but you look here, wait a second. Yeah, there. The 224 ms is called ping, yeah. And I probably explained what ping is in the intro, but it's essentially the amount of time it takes your internet to deliver your inputs to the server. So yeah, I'll probably play two to three games to explain the pros and cons of hyping, and I'll start this game with advantages first, because alright, so one of the advantages of having hyping is it's called delayed hits, because it's self-explanatory. Your hits are sometimes delayed, and it probably sounds like a disadvantage, but it's actually really OP sometimes and can lead to unexplainable combos. I'll show a clip right now of what it looks like if you're having delayed hits mid combos, and it's really like, it looks like the guy has like 6 block reach or something. Also, this guy has KB stick, that's a good clutch. So yeah, you probably notice that it looks so unfair, and that's why sometimes we look like we have like tons of reach, and even though we don't, and we're probably just hacking, you know. Worm surfers probably just hacking. Alright, so second advantage, my bad. Second advantage is the delayed knockback. That sounds like a disadvantage again, but I'm telling you, it's so overpowered in ranked Bedwars and the bridge. Any similar game modes, actually, where you fight in a bridge. Yeah, it makes it really hard to fight with, because first of all, the delayed knockback, instead of you falling already into the void, you still go straight. Oh god, you still go straight on the bridge, which is very annoying for whoever is fighting you. I'm gonna play a clip right now of me abusing this delayed knockback to my advantage. You can see it's very OP, and I barely took any KB there, and it's sometimes mistaken for anti-KB too, because you just don't take KB until a certain amount of time, which is anti-KB, but in our what do you call this, in our perspective, we're actually moving like, if you look at this, but in his perspective, we're barely moving in the pursuit, and he is on 2. That sucks. So yeah, that's actually all of the advantages of having hyping. If you want to include this, it makes it hard for other people to fight us, because there's very less, not really less, but they really expect you to move, and if you don't move, it's just, oh god, it's in this. If they expect you to move and you don't move, it just ruins the combo for them and makes it impossible to combo us. Not really impossible, but because you can actually combo us, but in a sense, yeah, it's kind of impossible. Yeah, that's all of the advantages that we have actually. Anyways, let's try and kill this guy so we can move on to the second game already. Wait, what? Oh no, it's actually a very good strat. Oh, That's a very scuffed game, but GG. Alright, so this game I'm gonna talk about the disadvantages, and there's actually a lot of disadvantages, because hyping is basically lag, you know. It's the delay of the input, I already said that, but it's basically the delay. So if all you do has delay, it's probably gonna have a lot of disadvantages, if that makes sense. Alright, so first of the disadvantages is bad hit reg. It's probably just Hypixel you're thinking, but yeah, Hypixel has bad hit reg because of Watchdog, but that's okay, Hypixel hit reg is beside the point because we actually have really bad hit reg. Combine it with Watchdog, making your hit reg bad. Hyping has even worse hit reg. I don't know what to say right now, but yeah. If you watch SammyGreen, you probably okay. I just absolutely got killed by that guy. If you watch SammyGreen, probably know him because he's like one of the most famous Bedwars YouTuber. But if you know a thing about SammyGreen, is he's Australian, which their ping is kind of similar to Asian ping, because Asian ping, we have bad internet, but we're closer to the server, which is North America, as I said. Okay, I hope I get this. Oh, never mind, I didn't get the final. So yeah, SammyGreen, which is Australian, their ping and Asian ping are kind of similar, and if you watch SammyGreen, you probably notice that when he fights someone, he gets like a lot of particles, but he doesn't actually hit the person. But don't get me wrong, that happens to like a lot of people, but it's like really bad for hyping players, which is, as I said, it's either 150 plus, or in my case 200 plus, and my bed's gone. I think this guy's bad, so I don't really want to worry. I got him, let's go. Alright, so second on the list is we can never get like the first hit in a fight. That's because if you think about it, most people will have lower ping than us, which means their inputs get sent earlier. So if they're essentially gonna get the first hit always, like unless they have, what do you mean? What they call this? Unless they have like really bad aim, yeah, then that's when we can get the first hit, and that's really all depends on skill, because all you can really do to prevent the other player from getting the first hit is by having a good strafe. So yeah, that's also a big obstacle that we have to get through. Didn't know that guy was here. Oh god, I almost died. I noticed that Aqua is the only person left, so I'm just gonna probably go straight to him. I can buy like 3 pearls right now. Yeah, blue team's gone and I didn't even notice that. I'm just gonna invis in front of him. I hope he doesn't see me. He probably does. I have like 10 seconds of invis. Aight, let's go. GG. Alright, so on the third game, and probably the last game, we're on Pernicious, and this game we're still gonna talk about the disadvantages. That's how many disadvantages we have on this game. So yeah, I already talked about we can't even get the first hit every time on PvP, but the third disadvantages is the delayed rods and bows. If you have 200 ms, you probably suffer from this, because it's really annoying. Also, I can get that. Oh my jeez. Yeah, delayed rod and bows, which makes it very hard to aim. You probably know about this if you have 200 ping, as I said, but it's really annoying because it makes it very hard to aim. It works the same, but it's really delayed, which makes... I almost destroyed that guy. But yeah, it's really annoying, but it doesn't really affect our PvP that much, because once you start using it, you get used to it. but with the delays, you pretty much need to predict your opponent's movement like every single time. Not every single time, but a little bit ahead, which makes it really hard. So yeah, and it's really hard with bows, especially when you're hitting someone from really far. It's really hard to predict their movement, but you get used to it, as I said. Okay, so one of the really advantages that we have is we can't deflect fireballs. That's just not possible. If you understood my explanation of what ping is earlier, basically we can't deflect fireballs because I'm just gonna call inputs packets, because that's actually what they call it in Minecraft. But yeah, packets. Before we even send the packet that we deflected the fireball, it already hit us from the server side. If that makes sense? That should make sense, yeah. So basically, we can't deflect fireballs, which is very sad. All we can really do is dodge it, which still works, but sometimes it's cool when you kill the opponent with your own fireball that you deflected. Also, this guy has a very large defense, so I'm just gonna get these diamonds into my ender chest. So yeah, we can't deflect fireball. That's just it. Alright, so probably the last wait a second. Alright, I almost did that. One of the last disadvantages that we have. Oh, alright. Is the delayed knockback. I said that this was an advantage for us earlier. I said it's an advantage, but sometimes it's actually not. I'm gonna go to my base before I demonstrate it so I can actually win this game. Alright, so probably the most annoying thing that hyping players deal with is the delayed knockback. I said earlier that it's an advantage, but that only applies to ranked Bedwars and Bridge or any similar game modes. So basically, here's the disadvantage that I'm talking about, and also I'm just looking here to make sure that alright, so it's pretty set up, right? Imagine you're going away from a player, running away. You're on half health and you're running away from a player, right? You're gonna run and there's this thing. Okay, alright, so you're running away from a player. You're gonna jump here from a really high position, and then you're gonna jump to that block. It's a very possible block. It's just a 3-block jump. So you jump and it cancels your jump because of the delayed knockback, which is very annoying. It cost me a lot of final deaths actually. And yeah, it's really annoying because when you first play this game, especially when you're from single player, you do this stuff and it messes you up, which is very annoying. And that thing is what I really hate about hyping. I don't really care about the hit reg because you can actually get very good at it. I don't care about the hit reg, but this is probably the most annoying thing about hyping. So conclusion, yeah. Oh, that's alright. So yeah, there's clearly more disadvantages than advantages on hyping. I'm not doing this to say that I'm so good at this game because I'm better than average. Despite these multiple disadvantages, I'm not saying that. But in reality, disadvantages didn't really affect me that much. It only starts to be a hindrance when you become a really good player. That's when you start to notice how annoying these disadvantages are. There are a lot of people with hyping that are really good at this game. SammyGreen, who I'm pretty sure you know, used to be on the Bedwars leaderboard, and he has really hyping, as I said. And they even have a lot of even more ping than Asians, which is, if you think about it, that's way worse because they'll suffer the disadvantages even more. And yeah, that didn't become a hindrance, and he's very good at the game. As I said, he was at the Bedwars leaderboard at like 2019 or something, and yeah. Just gonna fireball this guy like a madman. Okay, GG. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to join my Discord server because I talk a lot in there, and if you really want to talk with me, just join there and be a member of the community. And I also make polls there to decide what content I'm gonna be making. Be sure to subscribe because I need subscribers, yeah. And be sure to like so that this video gets recommended to more people. So yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in another video. Bye.